Hey guys, I decided to put up a second episode because I can. And you may notice that I'm in the middle of a different town this time because um I decided to cut some footage, and it was because, as you saw last episode, if you decided to watch my last episode, I don't know, but if you haven't watched my last episode, I'll just tell you that I completed a quest and I was wandering around trying to find this town that I was just in. And I couldn't find it, and I was being an absolute idiot and could not find the town, even though it was in within Greece and it was on my mini map. I couldn't find it, so I eventually found it, but it took me 10 minutes, so I just cut the footage. I also noticed that in my other narrations, I sound quiet as I start off, so I'm not sure if that's because of my mic or because of me. I think it's because of me. So I'll just be speaking a bit louder and a bit closer to the mic now. So yeah, while I was rambling and showing my little updates with you guys, I immediately go into this quest, and I immediately start putting the hammer down on my town centre, put out the fires and all that. And I pull some people offline because I'm running low on wood now. I've aged up, so I've lost a lot of wood and food. And I'm running very low on wood right now. And yeah, I just click on my spearman, but I decided to send my scout off instead because that's a more logical choice. And I get my town centre repaired right then with 2 wood to spare. And my scout finds a clubman and a small outpost, so he's really hit the jackpot there. I send my spearmen just to protect my scout because I don't want to lose my scout. Who would want to lose a scout? I don't. Unless you went on a suicidal scouting run, in which case you kind of accept the fact that you're going to lose your scout in exchange for a lot of information, and that would work. But my scout also finds 2 clubmen, 2 extra clubmen as well. So this tells me that he might try to do some early game harassment or scout me, and I don't want to get harassed early game and disrupt my villages. My base of operations is too frail right now. I mean, it was just repaired. I think I'm gonna call my base of operations a boo now, because, you know, boo. Yeah, so my boo will be safe after this, and I just destroyed that watch post. So, pretty much no early game harassment will be coming in now. And my boo is completely safe. So, I'm just thinking, well, I've slowed him down. He won't have a docks up until a while, so he won't be able to transport units off his own base yet, because he's on the other side of the lake, so he won't be able to get to me yet. And but what I don't know yet is that he doesn't have a boo of his own, so he can't actually build a docks or anything. That was his own. I think that was his only units that he could get to me. I think there was a little pathway across the water that allows you to get to a separate island and perhaps get to the other island that way. On the left side of the minimap, because I saw something that resembled a wet path, and I'm not sure if that was there. I think I actually find it now. I think I'm getting ahead of myself in the narration. And on my first take of this, I was way ahead of myself on the narration, so I took a second take. Yeah, I think I find it now. Yeah. Yeah, see that? Yeah, see just now. You'll see a muddy path, and on the water, and I think you can go across that. And there's probably a connection of that to his island as well, so you could probably get across that way, but it would just take him so long. It'd be a total waste of time for him. So I'm not sure why I'm treating the NPC like an actual person here. I guess I'm just trying to be careful and pro, I guess. I don't want to come off as some MLG tryhard. I don't really want to come off like that. Not that MLGs are tryhard, it's those people who say, "Oh, I'm so pro, I'm such an MLG, yeah." Like those guys, not actual MLG players. I think most MLG players are actually pretty nice. It's just those like 8-year-old kids who are like, "Hey, that you didn't kill me, that was just luck, lag," and all that crap. God, I hate those people. And I'm Lord Gravy's online. He's one of my other Xbox friends. I like his name. That's a pretty cool name. And I've been scouting to see with my transport ship for a while now. While I've been rambling. And I don't realise what this arrow is for yet because I haven't actually looked at the top of the minimap. And you'll also realise that the wood I'm getting gathered is not in tens. It has like an 8 or a 4 or something. That's because earlier on I got the 20% plus capacity for my villages, which I myself didn't spot in this video. I only spotted it just then. And still don't know why I've got that villager on gold, but I don't really care. I'm running out of berry bushes. I've got my transport has completely surprised me here because it reveals to me now that it can fire at things. So a watch post, a defensive building, can't fire at stuff to defend its location, but a transport ship specifically designed for transporting units can. And although in Age of Empires 3, some ships that could transport things could fire back, their main purpose was to destroy stuff in the ocean and or just destroy things along the shore and coastline. So, and that was their main purpose, really. I mean, a galleon in Age of Empires 3 could train units out of it, that's pretty awesome. But um, the main thing, I don't really get it. I mean, why can't an outpost shoot at stuff? It doesn't really make sense. Oh well. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter too much. Can't even garrison stuff. Lol. But I'm getting resources a bit faster now thanks to that. Well, I'm getting wood a bit faster now thanks to that storehouse, which is paying itself off. And I'm throwing at that watch post, just doing some watch post slaying with my transport. And yeah, put the hammer down on my barracks. Slowly rising up out of the ground. I think that's what they mean when the Greeks are a bit slower to build. Because I think, oh, does that mean their resources don't come in as fast or something? Because I'm not particularly sure. Or is it just that their building pace is slow? Because if that's the case, then the Egyptians are underpowered if their units are overall weaker. Because buildings going slowly. I mean, would it count for researches too? I don't know. Why am I asking all these questions? Why am I asking all these questions to you guys? I mean, I'm doing a narration for you guys. I shouldn't expect you to answer questions for me. But yeah, I build my farm. I don't actually know it's an objective yet, because I only glance at the objectives. I don't really take a good look at them. And I always love infinite stuff, so I'm building my farm. And I need to turn off the TV. I've just realised the TV's been on this whole time. So I'm going to have to lift my laptop up as I talk to you guys. I'm talking still. Balancing my laptop is really difficult right now. Grabbing the remote. Okay, I got it. And yeah, so I'm building my second farm, back on topic, lol. And my units aren't really doing anything now. I'm just gathering resources. Sorry, that's so boring. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I wish I could do something a bit more, but I can't. And I send my transport ship over to kill that clubman now. I've built my second farm, as it just stated. Um, yeah, so my transport ship's kind of slow, but it managed to get hit off on that clubman. And it takes them out in 2 hits, so transport ships are surprisingly powerful. That kind of caught me off a bit. And yeah, so I'm just thinking, well, I should send my units up to that shore because I want to start transporting my units across the river or lake now. And I build my third farm. I could really have slaughtered deer instead of building a farm, but I love farms, so. And now does unloading a transport pop up, but I don't like these pop-ups that much. Some of this stuff is a bit obvious, really. So yeah, and I just click on farming saying, oh, what does it say about this, because I didn't notice it before. But yeah, it's kind of late. I don't like those pop-ups that much. If there's a way to completely get rid of them, I would. I guess there might be some unknown stuff I don't know about. It's probably just for the players who don't know Age of Empires. But yeah, I think yeah, I'm just going to destroy this watch post now, the 2 units, and I kind of walk into those units, so I take a little bit of damage before I take them out. which isn't great, but and the NPCs know I'm coming, and they're in a pretty good formation. I like that crescent formation. It kind of allows you to get this around, and even though I've got more units, I'm not sure if I could take them out. So I'm just going to be extra careful, and I'm building my anti-infantry units now. Well, I only build one. I build a set. Yeah, now I'm getting my second one, and I just build a bunch load of villages now. And yeah, I kind of go by when I talk about Age of Empires, I kind of go by Age of Empires 2 logic instead of Age of Empires 3 logic, because my first RTS was Age of Empires 2, and it was probably one of the best games I've ever played. I used to spend ages playing it. And I used to create these ridiculous scenarios where I'd have the huge advantage over my enemy just for kicks. And then Age of Empires 3 came out, and I'm like, oh, this is also fantastic. And there was, they kind of made the campaign a bit easier though. I found that the campaign was easier. Not sure why, just was. Maybe it was just me. Maybe I'd just gotten better over time, but I don't know, some of the units had changed and stuff. I know some of my experience would rub off, but I don't think... I found the campaign really easy. I mean, I mean, really easy. I was surprised at how easy it was. And so right now, I'm just building loads of units. I built a few spearmen too, just to round off my army, even though even though I know they don't have cavalry. So there's not really much point, but yeah. And I just kind of lost my path of thought of Age of Empires 2 there, but yeah. Ensemble did a really good job there. And if you don't know who Ensemble are, they're basically Robot Entertainment, the guys who made this game. Because Ensemble, they started with the Age of Empires series and made games like Age of Empires, Age of Mythology. They're basically they work for Microsoft. And when Ensemble was shutting down, most employees of Ensemble moved to Robot Entertainment, which is basically a reformation of Ensemble Studios, in my opinion, really. And they ended the game with Halo Wars, which most of you guys should know Halo if you've got an Xbox or just a gamer in general. You should know Halo. And they created a console RTS version, and the controls were utterly amazing. They did a really good job with it as a finished game. It rounded off 82, but to be honest, I'd give it a 10. I wasn't able to put formations on my characters though. They had to like make the game a bit simpler to fit on console, but they still did a really good job. And it's kind of sad that it didn't get like 90 something, it got 82 instead, but that's still a really solid score, so it's a good game to finish on. And yeah, and you have all the iconic Halo characters and all that, so it was a really good game. I played it, I enjoy it a lot. It's pretty well balanced too. And now I've come to this game, and it's going really well. And now I just completely slaughter this army here. Well, it was not even an army, the NPCs just melt away. And I actually find this treasure by luck, and the Brute Chieftain's there, and I'm not going to underestimate him again. And the thing is here, he almost kills another unit of mine, but I pull him off the line before he takes too much damage, as you can see I just did there. And I get him to retrieve the treasure. Something of a reward for being so brave and tanking so much damage. So yeah, I don't want to be cocky, but I think that was some decent micromanagement there by me. Yeah, that's decent micromanagement, I guess. I mean, it's not really much of a challenge, but I think it was my first decent micromanagement play, rather than just sending all my units into a giant battle with a few clubmen. So I get my 2 units to attack that outpost there, and I find out that I need to walk into these villages to basically get them. And that's kind of annoying because I want to keep my army and those villages separate. Yeah. And my dad just came in there, and that was yeah. You know what, I'm just gonna keep this take. This is my 4th take, and that was a pretty embarrassing moment. I get I guess you guys will get some entertainment out of that. And yeah, so I'm just gonna put all my units in my transport, but since I've got 10 villages in there, it won't fit, which is kind of annoying. And I think that'll be all really for today, because I won't finish before this is over, but it will afterwards. So I'll see you later, guys. And that's about it. So yeah, see ya.